Hi, my name is Dr. Nicolette James. I believe that intentional educators are at the heart of an inspiring and growing environment for children and adults. My newly arrived planners and journals for teachers and students are meticulously crafted to support you in optimizing your time, prioritizing your self-care, and nurturing your well-being so we can bring our best selves to what we do and to those we serve. When I first designed my planners, there weren't many, if any, variation in what was available for new teachers at the time. All planners were simply calendars with perhaps a monthly layout and then maybe some boxes, blank boxes inside for you to write your lesson plans, and that was it. And if I recall, the covers were pretty boring or just downright ugly. Now, many years later, there are tons of really cute planners. However, you might ask yourself, well then what makes my planners different from all of the others that are available on the market? Well, first, my planners are designed by me. I'm not Erin Condren, but I am an educator, and I'm an educator and administrator and have been for over 18 years. I have a proven track record of creating spaces and environments where both teachers and students can thrive as a result of my instructional leadership and mindfulness practices. My doctoral research is focused on SEL, social emotional learning, and the power of deliberate practice for learning. I am also a certified life coach, a personal trainer, a yoga instructor, and a lifelong mindfulness practitioner. So I don't just talk about holistic health, and I haven't just started talking about it since the pandemic. I have been living it for most of my life, and I am committed to sharing its benefits. That goal is evident in the design of my planners for both teachers and students. So similar to most traditional planners or daybooks, in my planner there is also a monthly calendar layout. There's also a weekly calendar layout as well for plotting our daily plans, our tasks, our appointments, and so forth. However, in addition to those spaces, there's other room to address the other aspects of our lives that are just as important as where we have to be and what we have to do when we show up. And that's how we show up. As those who serve, we bring who we are to what we do. We have to be as intentional about our physical, emotional, and mental well-being as we are about our lesson design and our leadership. To that end, there are plenty of opportunities in my planner for reflection, goal setting, and life design throughout the planner. At the beginning, the start of year, at the end of year, there are areas for monthly reflection. There are spaces for weekly reflection. There's also spaces for looking at the week as it passed and the week as it begins. So in addition to the opportunities within the planner for reflection, there are also tons of other materials, organizational coaching materials, and so forth that you have access to in a folder that you can access when you purchase the planner. And did I mention that I like pretty things? Well, with aesthetics in mind, my planners are also always designed to address the need that we have for beauty in our lives. I am pretty excited about this year's cover choices because they are coloring covers, which means that they can be colored and customized by you. So this also capitalizes in twofold, because not only can they be customized in coloring, but we know that coloring is also a mindfulness practice for stress reduction as well. So in addition to the cover for coloring, there are also other coloring choices inside each month. You may not be able to see them clearly here as I flip through, but they are there. And this is the result of a vote that I had on the cover choices. And of course, not all cover choices can win the top spot for the cover, but I did include all of them inside the planner so that no one lost out on their choice for the coloring choices. So At the end of the day, any tool that we don't use is just a tool that we don't use. So as much as I would love for you to have a copy of this planner, I would truly prefer if you became more familiar with the philosophy and the practices that go into its design. So for this year, I really would love to share more of those ideas with you online in a session where we would come together live to share some of those ideas and where we can continue to build a community of intentional educators who support each other on this journey in teaching, learning, and living. If you are interested in purchasing a planner and joining me and other like-minded, intentional, and empowered educators who are ready to raise their self-esteem and revolutionize their self-care by prioritizing your most important relationship, the one you have with yourself, then I would truly love to see you. Visit my website at empowerededucation.com and I will see you online.